Every business owner I talk to asks the same question. How do I make AI work for me? Not someday, today. Sitting on the sidelines is not an option. Your competitors aren't waiting. NetSuite by Oracle is the #1 AI cloud ERP, trusted by over 43,000 businesses. It pulls your financials, inventory, commerce, HR, and CRM into one system. When everything lives in one place, your AI knows your business. It doesn't guess, it knows. You make decisions based on the data and AI, not on your gut. You get alerted to red flags before they turn into problems and make fast, confident decisions that move the needle. How do I know? I'm bringing NetSuite into my business right now. From software and IT services to healthcare, equipment manufacturing, financial services, and many other great American industries, NetSuite delivers a customized solution for your business. If your revenues are at least 7 figures, get NetSuite's free business guide, Demystifying AI, right now. It's free to you at netsuite.com/Kim. That's netsuite.com/Kim, netsuite.com/Kim. Sign up for my free daily newsletter, The Current, at getkim.com. Let's see, David in Manchester, New Hampshire. Hello there, David. Welcome.
Hey, how are you, Kim? Thanks for having me on today.
So I understand that you had a really big health scare, and you're a real outdoorsy guy. And then you put everything into ChatGPT, and it told you exactly what was wrong with you. Bring us back to that situation.
Yeah, absolutely. I can safely say that without GPT, I would not be here today.
Wow.
Actually, I wouldn't be anywhere. So, yeah, I tend to, I'm a health enthusiast. I cycle 15 plus miles every day. I take care of myself. And I started having these bouts of dizziness and what's called tachycardia. I'd be sitting on my couch and my heart would be racing at 150 plus beats a minute.
Wow. Okay, and as an athlete, I bet your resting heart rate was what, probably 50 around there?
58.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, anything under 60 is good. Yeah, I had just intense dizziness. I had one night that I got up at 2 a.m. for a bathroom break, and I hit the bathroom floor, stone cold, passed out. And it was there that the kind of the ping-ponging between different healthcare providers started. My PCP said, well, you should probably see a cardiologist. And the cardiologist said, no, you probably want to see somebody that specializes in autonomic disorders. They said they can't help me. They referred me to a gastroenterologist who really only wanted to boost his revenue by doing a colonoscopy and nothing else. And Kim, I was dying. I was down to my 7th grade weight. I couldn't hold
Oh my gosh,
down.
You're kidding.
Oh my! People looked at me, friends, and would ask, "Hey, David, do you have cancer?"
Yeah, I mean, actually, you know what? I was just going to ask you that. That's what they probably thought. So, how long was this whole process when you were going from doctor to doctor, doctor to doctor?
It was 3 or 4 months, and at one point it got to the point where I said to my wife with sincerity, I said, if I don't wake up tomorrow, I'm okay with that. My life hit the point, Kim, of being non-sustainable anymore. Just constant misery, constant pain, and I had one of those aha moments. I work in tech, and I dumped all of my medical history into a GPT conversation, and the prompt was probably something like, "Help me." And literally the output came in, and you're familiar with GPT, probably
for sure.
15 seconds. And GPT said, yeah, what you more than likely have is an autonomic disorder brought about by a bacterial infection. And by the way, while you're at it, go to Amazon and buy this OTC, and that should do it. And then the standard legal disclaimer.
No, wait, whoa.
For real.
Say that again?
Yep.
So it told you what you had. It told you to go to Amazon to buy an over-the-counter med?
Yep. I don't know if I'm allowed to say
Sure,
the name of the
you
product,
say it.
but it's called the letters FC, Frank Charlie, CIDAL. And basically the cause was a bacterial overgrowth. I was taking GLP-1s for diabetes, and it slowed my motility. And started taking the medication. Literally within 3 to 4 days, I started to feel relief from the symptoms, and I thought, holy moly, I'm onto something here. And it took a couple of months to get back on my feet again, but I went literally from being on the edge of bedridden. I was exhausted by 2 o'clock most days. The tachycardia was brutal, multiple trips to the ER.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it was horrible. By the time 3 or 4 months rolled around, I went, you know what? I'm going to get back into that lifestyle that I love, and I started climbing mountains. And New Hampshire is a great place to climb.
Now this thing, because I'm unfamiliar with what Chat told you to buy on Amazon. Is this one of those like fringe medications or fringe supplements that is for sale, or is this pretty well known?
It's actually, and I looked at it all, came to a skeptic's eye.
Mm-hmm.
Hallucinations in GPT are common, and my life literally depended on it. And as I started to read the reviews of the product, I'm holding it in my hand. It's put up by a company called Biotics Research, and there were dozens and dozens and dozens of folks who had a very similar experience to my own, who talked about coming out the other side of it. So yeah, not really fringe at all. It's an organic, and the proof is in the pudding. You can't really fake feeling well.
Think about all the irreplaceable moments on your computer, your kids' photos, important records, years of work, and memories. If your computer crashed today, how much would you lose? It happens every day, and it's completely preventable. That's why I use and recommend Carbonite, my #1 choice for cloud backup. Carbonite gives you unlimited automatic protection for everything that matters. It quietly backs up all your photos, documents, and important memories in the background, safely, privately, and always just a click away on your computer or mobile app. Carbonite is your ultimate backup plan. It protects you from the unexpected, from accidental deletions and hard drive crashes to floods, fires, and even a morning coffee spill on your laptop. And if something does happen, recovery couldn't be easier. Just log in and restore everything with one click, even on a brand new computer. Right now, get 50% off Carbonite when you go to Carbonite.com/Kim. That's Carbonite.com/Kim. Live a better digital life with Carbonite.
This episode is brought to you by Indeed. Stop waiting around for the perfect candidate. Instead, use Indeed sponsored jobs to find the right people with the right skills fast. It's a simple way to make sure your listing is the first candidates see. According to Indeed data, sponsored jobs have 4 times more applicants than non-sponsored jobs. So go build your dream team today with Indeed. Get a $75 sponsored job credit at Indeed.com/podcast. Terms and conditions apply.
No one goes to Hank's for spreadsheets. They go for a darn good pizza. Lately, though, the shop's been quiet, so Hank decides to bring back the $1 slice. He asks Copilot in Microsoft Excel to look at his sales and costs and help him see if he can afford it. Copilot shows Hank where the money's going and which little extras make the dollar slice work. Now Hank has a line out the door. Hank makes the pizza, Copilot handles the spreadsheets. Learn more at m365copilot.com/work.
Did you take this results from what Chat had told you and brought it to all the doctors that told you go somewhere else, or is there nothing I can do, and rub it in their face?
That is a great question, and candidly, no. One of the things that I remind myself of is that 50% of all doctors graduated in the bottom half of their class.
You know what? I have to say, I use that line. How many times do I say that, Andrew?
It's so funny.
You know what? But here's my line, is what I say, is that don't forget, the guy who graduated last in his medical class is still called doctor, you know?
Oh my God, somebody used that line with me just this morning. How spot on is that?
Yeah.
And, to take it one step further, 1 in 4 doctors are in the bottom quarter of their class.
Yes.
So, yeah, I did not take the information back, but I'm eternally grateful to be feeling good again.
And your weight is coming back up?
Yeah, I'm back to my fighting weight again, back to cycling 15 miles a day. I push out 10,000 steps a day. And last year, my goal when I started to feel better was to summit 4 mountains here in New Hampshire. And so far this year, I've already been up 5 mountains here in New Hampshire. So, yeah, I'm playing my A game again. And I have to share, I got your email about AI denying claims in the insurance industry in under 1 second.
Yes.
And oh my goodness, you were spot on that with the prompt that you can use with GPT, Gemini, or Claude to, in a sense, self-advocate. And I thought, my goodness, the timing on that is perfect.
Well, I'm glad that I helped you out. That's that. So when you're at the top of these mountains and you think about everything that you've just gone through, you've been to hell and back, right?
Yeah. And when I got to my first 3,000 footer last year, I had one of those moments where it's, that peace that surpasses all understanding. And I'm looking around and I thought to myself, wow, could this have taken me out of the game forever? And so I queried GPT, and I'm like, could I have died from this? And the answer was sobering and unsurprising. The output said, you had severe autonomic instability, the tachycardia with your 150 plus beats a minute for weeks and weeks and weeks easily could have pushed you into cardiac arrhythmia and killed me. So so I'm a very blessed guy. And interestingly, it's not my first rodeo with self-advocacy. Oh my goodness, 15 years ago, while cycling, I was struck by a 16-year-old newly licensed driver, sustained some really, really severe injuries, and was kind of run through the medical mill in the same way that I was with my recent challenge. But what I didn't have at that time was the benefit of AI. So the world is a little bit different then.
Well, you know what? You're here for some reason. I don't know what it is, but you're here for something. I mean,
maybe you should just stay home this weekend, though. We don't have to go crazy every single weekend.
Go sit on the couch, find a series to watch.
Actually, I hike on Fridays, so I'm working Mondays through Thursdays, and Friday is my hiking day. But and I hope I'm within okay to mention this, but we my wife and I founded a nonprofit a few years ago to help teach others self-advocacy skills, and I didn't realize that X amount of time later, and that same skill set would literally save my life. So
well, I'm so happy that you're okay, number one. And number two is that you came on and you told the story, because how many people are sitting there right now, maybe going through a similar situation, right, Andrew?
Just plug it in. I mean, what's it going to hurt? Ask ChatGPT. These are my symptoms. Here's some files. Go ahead and look it over for me.
It does hallucinate.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
We have to make sure. And there may be something where you put into one chatbot and then you ask the other chatbot what its thoughts are. But, the proof is in the pudding right here that you may not necessarily know exactly what's happening. There is a tool called Consensus. I don't know if you ever tried Consensus.
No.
Consensus.app. It will look at medical peer-reviewed situations and studies. And so I plugged in my health situation into Consensus the other day. And what mine is that I had a coronary transplant almost 3 years ago, and I still have a really bad stigmatism. I can't put on the hard contact lens. Glasses won't really help. So I was wondering if any stem cell treatment could actually benefit me. And it came back and said, not really, but there's hope maybe someday.
Sure.
But it also came back and said, you're doing everything right. You tried, surgery's not possible. Scleral lens is possible.
This is AI? Consensus is AI?
Yeah, it's consensus.app. Consensus.app.
Security program on spreadsheets, new regulations piling up, and audit dread? It's time for Vanta. Vanta automates security and compliance, brings evidence into one place, and cuts audit prep by 82%. Less manual work, clearer visibility, faster deals, zero chaos. Call it compliance or call it compliance. Get it? Join the 15,000 companies using Vanta to prove trust. Go to vanta.com/calm.